Okay, this is a preview of my VCF East exhibit. So we're going to have the Apple logo here, and there's a keyboard where you can type letters and see the hex values and the binary values of each letter. So you could answer questions like, what's the difference between N and Shift N, or N and Control N, and Control Shift N. Okay, so it's an ASCII keyboard and it's hooked up to an Arduino Mega to control the signals and the display of the hex. So software controls the hex display with a bunch of wires. Okay, and then display of the keyboard broken out so you could see these little pads that these things have to hit, and the decoder board. So I hooked it up to a breadboard, so I may play around with getting it to do some signals. So I have a 12-volt power supply to play with that. Okay, so the way the keyboard works is there are these pads for each key, and some of them have a contact here, which actually makes contact with the rails. And the pins are mapped so that based on however the keyboard is designed to form a letter. So like this is a question mark. Here's the Replica 1 hooked up to a modern monitor, and it's typing by itself. What's that? That's an Arduino Mega with an SD card and a little LCD display. So right now it's typing in the 30th anniversary program that David Schmenk wrote, and it's connected to a breadboard, to a little switch to turn it on and off, and a cable to the ASCII socket. Okay, and then people will have instructions on how to type in their own little program and run it, which will display all the ASCII characters, and then an integer basic program to print their name in a nice little pattern with an explanation. And then for the advanced, they have to look up opcodes and learn about addressing modes and relative branching. Oh. Okay, so there's pencils for them to do that. Henry is the designer, well, he's the marketer now of the Replica 1 from Vince Brielle. Oh look, the program just stopped typing in. Okay, I'm going to turn this off and unplug the socket while the computer is on. Okay, because I have to do that, otherwise this keyboard won't type right. Okay, so now I can type 280R. Yeah. Uh-oh. Something's wrong. Okay, let's try running this program again. There we go. Apple I graphics. Who's that? It's Woz! And thanks, David, for making a great demo, because I could just leave it running. You wait about 15 seconds, and it's going to start drawing someone else. I wonder who. Who is that? It's Steve Jobs. Okay, if you don't want to look at his face, you just press return, or enter, and it'll draw an apple in color. Look, color graphics on the Apple I. That is cool. Okay, now we have to figure out how to change the 30 to another year. So I'm going to have to actually disassemble that code and find it. And there's also a message at the end for another 30. Hey Siri, what's the meaning of life? Ah, there's the answer. Okay, 8D is Control M, M is CD, Shift M is DD, and Control Shift M is 9D. So there's an undocumented feature on the M key.